Hey y'all, I'm Michael Yuck, and I officially hate my microphone that's sitting on my ear protection because it decided it wanted to not work again. From now on, I'm going to be using just my phone mic, but today we're looking at 4 Russian AKs. We've got, well, we're getting to that point. I thought this was going to be more exciting than it probably is, but if you watch it to the end, I really appreciate it. What I'm holding up right now is a Saiga 12. Y'all have seen this one, or some of y'all have seen that one before. This is a different friend's Saiga 223. It's sporterized. He bought that back when it was like $200 or something like that. And he kind of kitted it out how he with some spare AR parts. I don't know how he did it, but he made it work, and shoots really nice. We got my 7.62x39 AK by Saiga. So 3 Saigas, or Saigas, however you want to say it, to each their own. And then we've got my Molot Vepr in 308. So again, I was really excited about the 4 different Russian AKs on the table, 4 different calibers, and thought my mic was working because it was working in my 2 test runs, and then I don't know, it just doesn't work. But okay, so here I'm talking about the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 magazine that Smith & Wesson sent me, the new one, because the 12 round mag that I had that came with it would only fit 11, and I had to modify the springs and all that. Had 11 rounds in there, just went and got one from the 10 round mag, and we're going to put them all in there. So that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I lost count. I wasn't counting. I was talking. 4, 5. We're gonna get there eventually, but yeah, the once you hit that, I think that's like number 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe. Okay, I think that was 11. Now we're gonna try that 12. You can see me shaking. Like, that probably took 50 pounds of pressure to get that last one in there. At least 40 pounds of pressure. It's ridiculous. You can almost feel the magazine body, or the feed lips, kind of flexing when you do that. I'm going to be cutting that spring down just like I did my other one. Yeah, and like almost impossible to push out with just your thumb. Here in a second, I had to actually push that 12th round out. Yeah, I'm not hamming it up for the screen, for the camera or anything. That's really, I was really pushing that hard. And yeah, that's me having to use the table to get that 12th one out, because it was not going to go in the mag like that unless the action was open. So we'll get to that at the end, though. Time to get started on these, making sure everything's loaded. Yeah, it was kind of stuck. Yeah, here we go. Yep, it was loaded. It was ready. So, yeah, we'll just put it back in there, make sure it's gonna have a nice full mag. All what, like 20? I think there was only 20 rounds in that. It might be a 25 round mag. This is a 12 round mag. I've only got 10 in there, though. 11 in there. And I learned from last time, Start with an open bolt with the Saiga 12 or, you know, 12 gauge or AK shotguns. They just like that. They like being, or they like the mag being fed like that. And it's one slug. Yeah, that was awesome. That was a birdshot that did that. Yeah, I need to work on that range, don't I? It's getting kind of wore out. Time to move on to the 223. And yeah, my arm's still messed up. So you saw me kind of swing my arm out of the way because I picked that up forgetting that my right arm isn't doing very well right now. And you gotta get way, way up on that thing. I was like, screw it. We're just gonna hold it back here where it's comfortable. That's about like a 2.5 inch holdover. Yeah, that was strange. Like, I've never experienced one just flicking the next round out. Or if I have, I don't recall it. So yeah, let's put that back in there, try again. Because there was still a round in the mag. It was crazy. Now it's got a SGM mag in it, so it's gonna hold it open.
Ain't nobody doing nothing, no one about it.
Hey, I just got a notification, y'all.
Ain't nobody doing nothing.
And
no
another
notification.
Oh my god. Alright, let's try this again. So, done with the 223, move on to the 7.62x39. And this one's mine. This is one that y'all have seen on the channel numerous times. I love this thing. It's, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to be shooting too much stuff. I try to keep, trying to keep everything. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to put my phone on airplane mode next time I do a voiceover. So, yeah, I'm just blasting away. And that looks like it was sped up, but it wasn't. I didn't do anything. I'm just moving that quick. Not really. I don't know what's going on with the camera. Now for the 308 that I like to try and keep really nice, but every time I bring it out I get mud on it and it gets dirty. But here we are. We got some nice refilled 308 in there. You might want to flip those little caps up so you can see. Turn that Spark 2 on. If you can. Yep, something like that. Didn't have instructions with it. And here we go. So I noticed that while I was shooting, my red dot was moving side to side. It was like just to the right of the front sight post, then it would be like right over it, and you know, somewhere like to the right of the sight shroud. And I'm like, maybe this vortex spark is just not up to a task of 308, which it probably isn't. I don't know. We'll find out next time. But oh yeah, that's a medevac flying over, and I'm saying I hope everybody's all right. But you don't have to hear it in this version because my microphone was trash. It was just dead, it turns out. But yeah, I'm trying to hit the center of that left circle in the blue, and I finally got there, but it kept the red dot kept moving around on me. So it is what it is. I noticed it though. I'm like, huh. And I ran out of ammo, and I thought I ran out of ammo, but it turns out I didn't actually run out of ammo, because that was a live round. I got a little bit of a light primer strike, and that's probably because I seated the primer a little too deep. That's my fault. And one last one on the plate to finish it out. Yeah, it was getting a little hot, so I set those two down against the table. Oh, turn that battery off. Those 2032s or whatever they are, man, they ain't cheap. Ah, see, I figured it out. It's wiggling. So I either have to make an insert for the dovetail on the side, or I might be able to tighten it up, but I think it's as tight as it gets, because it turns out that mount is for a C39V2, not a Molot. Yeah, I might have heard my stomach growl just then. Okay, so getting to the Bodyguard 2.0. I'm talking about right here that I think I got my sights better. I did a lot of hammer work on them, and it looks like they should be on. They might be shooting a little bit to the right. And failure to extract all the way. Yep. And yep, shooting a little bit to the right. It's okay. I corrected a little bit, but yeah, definitely shooting to the right. Luckily, I can fix that easier with the front sight, because the rear sight was just almost impossible. Like, it did not want to budge, and then when it finally did budge, it was just a little too much. So I'm like, okay, let's work on the front sight, see if we can line that up. I think a couple more taps and it'll be all right. I'll try that 11 round mag. See if we can hit these little spray cans over here. I have no idea what I'm saying right there. Oh yeah, that second shot that I took on the flapper target, that one I felt it when I pulled the trigger. I pulled it to the right. The other one that I missed though, that was all me. I didn't feel that one. I thought it was going to be good. So there's two shots. Let's see if I hit anything. I think I did. It might be a little bit to the right. And then that one, it was a little to the right, but it like took out a big chunk of the top on the side. You'll see it here in a few minutes. Or a minute or so, I'll bring it up. Finish these off. And I don't think I missed a single shot there. Yeah, I think I've got them pretty dialed in. That was 2 or 3 shots, and then 4 or 5, and then there were 6 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, that was good timing there. So now on to the 10 round, which I found out at the end of this mag that it doesn't. I cut one too many coils off of the 10 rounder, so it doesn't want to lock back. Yeah, it just doesn't have enough pressure to push that lifter up. That's what I'm saying right there in the video too. And yep, gonna have to do a little bit of spring work. And I think I might have been saying something about, Smith & Wesson. You could have saved a bunch of money on R&D just by using the 10 round mag springs in both the 10 and 12 round mags. Or the 10 round mag springs with one coil taken off of them for the 10 round mags, because they've got so much pressure behind those springs, man. It's like they were meant for a much bigger mag. But, what do I know? I'm not an engineer. Oop, missed that one. Oh, nope. Dropped my mag. Yeah, I got my Smith & Wesson shield, my Smith & Wesson 9 shield that has been upgraded to a plus. Looks like I'm out of ammo now, and time to clear it up. So, hope y'all are having a wonderful day. If not, I hope it gets better for you. If you watched to the end, thank you so much. And I will do my best not to have any more issues with my microphone, because I know this has got to be somewhat disappointing when you want to hear gunshots and you don't get to.